Today I want to talk about a subject that can help other people that may be struggling with paying bills. It's early in the morning. So, anyways, I want to try to help other people that are maybe struggling with paying bills, trying to get their eBay business up and going to where you can make a steady income every month. And uh, you can be doing this either part time or full time. And in my case, I do have another job, so I have another source of income. My wife gets to stay home with our baby, and this is her full time job. And I say full time, but it really just takes her a couple hours during the day. I'm gonna put these on because I'm driving, and there's a little bit of sun here. I can see there's no one watching right now. It is a live stream. I do have around about 300 subscribers on my YouTube channel right now, which is not a crazy amount. I appreciate everybody that subscribed already. And if you find this has been helpful for you, be sure to share this YouTube channel with some of your friends. But I've been trying to give some tips, and my videos are not very long. But I've been trying to give some tips on what's worked for myself and my wife as far as finding things and reselling them on eBay. And for us, it's been quite a journey. I was looking back this morning at where we've come here since last January, and from looking at our database on eBay at the beginning of January of last year, I think the most I made was like $200, and that's actually a really good month for me because I didn't resell items on eBay as a regular basis, and didn't consider myself as a reseller. I had sold a couple things here and there for the 17 years that I was with eBay, and a second here. But I had mostly purchased things on eBay, not so much sold. So some of the things that I did sell, it didn't really create any additional income. It was just to get rid of the items and maybe make a buck here and there. But at the beginning of last year, January 2017, I had the opportunity to find some items at a local Walmart, and they were priced like dirt cheap. So I picked up a few of them and decided to put them on eBay. And to my surprise, those items sold within about 2 weeks. And they were mostly fishing hunting items. I did a video just, I think it was yesterday, actually, regarding those items. I went back to Walmart earlier this week and found that they had those items for sale again, the same type of items at similar prices. I picked up a few items and posted them on eBay already to see what would happen with those. But what happened last year in January kind of started a journey for my wife, myself, our family actually, to where we started looking at eBay as an additional source of income. We knew we had a baby on the way, and Chloe was born in March. And one thing is that by having an eBay business that we took seriously, Ashley, my wife Ashley, didn't have to go back to work. She was able to stay home. Now, I say didn't have to go back to work. I'm talking about a regular job that you go to 9 to 5. However, having the eBay business does require work. So if you think you'll be able to start eBay and be able to kick back and just enjoy the profits, you have another thing coming, because being eBay either part-time or full-time reseller, you have to be able to source on a regular basis. You also have to be able to get the items out to your customers as quick as you can. Looking back at my eBay sales, the best months that I had, and we took it seriously, I think it started right about May, because we found other sources of items. And I keep taking my phone here because it's on my mirror, but it keeps dropping a little bit. But right about June, we found other sources of income. That these were buying general merchandise pallets, and our eBay sales went pretty much through the roof, at least for us. And the best sales that we had was during the month of July through August. And I tapered down a little bit around October, but starting November, it picked back up. The best month we had was in December, which is no surprise because that's when you have Christmas, right? Christmas holidays. I looked at the amount of traffic that we had looking at our items on eBay, and surprisingly enough, it really didn't vary very much from the month of June all the way through even now through February of 2018. It pretty much stayed about the same amount of impressions on the items that people were looking at, and that was kind of surprising to me. Another thing I noticed is that I went all the way back to January of 2017 to see the sales that we had, and it was steadily going up from January all the way to June to where we found other sources of to get items. But from June through February, there's only 2 months that the sales were a bit lower than the rest of the sales. And it was, believe it or not, there's only 1 day from June until today that I had no sales whatsoever on my eBay store. So let me see here. Do I have anybody watching? It looks like I do have one person watching this live. Thanks for watching live. If you want to ask any questions, go ahead and do that. I can't see if anybody's chatting currently. So I don't do YouTube live very often. I've tested it out in the past just to see what to expect from it. But I do most of my videos from my iPhone. Actually, I run most of my eBay business from my iPhone as well, and I do research with the phone, with the eBay app, the Amazon seller app, and do all my listings through my phone as well through the eBay app. Now there are some things that with the eBay app, sometimes eBay makes changes to where the app doesn't work the way it was supposed to be working. And then you have to go on your computer, or I found that you could actually still use your phone and go to the website instead of using the app to be able to list items. Like sometimes the UPC code or the MPN option doesn't always come up on the eBay app. At least that's what it was for a little bit of time last year. It looks like eBay fixed that issue to where now there's not so much problems. It pops up whenever you list an item. And then if you don't have the UPC or the MPN, there's an option to where you can say it does not apply. So, but I'll keep sharing our journey through selling on eBay because it's really been an adventure. There's just 2 months to where things kind of dropped. I don't want to say drastically on our sales, but it did have a significant drop, and that's the month of at the end of the month of August, and also last month around the middle of January, I had gone on a mini vacation, and at first, well, in August I didn't put my store in vacation mode. I didn't know what about vacation mode, and I had over 70 items that were ordered in a span of about 3 days. So that was a lot of late shipment, and it took my store from being top rated down to being standard. So I think that affected sales temporarily, and the same thing happened in January. However, this time in January, I did put my store on vacation mode, but it was on vacation mode for about 3 days, and during that 3 days, my sales went from basically somewhere between $100, $200 a day or more, because there are days where I hit $500, $600 a day. To where it was minimal, and I'm saying minimal because, as I said previously, I only had 1 day with no sales since June. 1 day last week was pretty close. I had a sale, and it was just before midnight for like $6. So it's only $6, but it's still an income. So I'll take that. But let's see, I have people that were watching earlier. So anyways, if you guys see this last live video after it's been recorded, be sure to, if you have any questions, any comments you want to leave, go and leave them down below this video. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so yet. Let your friends know about it as well. As you see here, I'm actually pulled up to the local post office. I'm going to go ahead and bring this down. right here I have a few more items I'm going to be sending out, and this is the stuff that got ordered yesterday. I'm going to be running it right inside here at the local post office. So, anyways, guys, on my videos, it may not be from somebody that sold on eBay for the longest time. It's not. I'm not going to claim that I make $100,000 a year, because that's not the case. But I do make a nice, significant income from doing eBay with the help of my wife. Because if you decide that you want to do eBay on your own, it's possible. Because I see it from being part of Facebook groups and watching YouTube videos. Some people are doing that on their own. Other people either get help from their wife or significant others, from their kids, or they also either hire an assistant or an employee, and there's ways to do that differently, or they can also outsource some of the things that they do. So things to keep in mind. I've been approached by many people on how to sell on eBay, and I try to give them as much information as I can, because I think that by doing that, you can actually, if you help others, you learn from it as well. And there's no reason why you can't show what you're doing to somebody else with eBay, because eBay is such a huge marketplace. Even if somebody was going to sell the same items as you, it depends on how you market it. I use social media quite a bit to display my items to other people, and I have a good following on social media. So that's one of my tips as well. So if you don't have a social media following, either on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook, then that's something you may want to think about if you are serious about having an eBay business as well. So anyways, that's my video for today. I'm going to go ahead and run these packages in. Keep in mind, I am going to be doing another video here, if not today, in the next couple of days, to show what sold on eBay here in the last month. And in this video, it's going to be a little bit different, because I'm not only going to show the items that sold, but I'm also going to show the diagrams or the graphs from eBay that shows the amount that sold on each day, and I'm also going to be pulling out some of the items that sold, so I can show you what they are, and kind of give you an idea of what the eBay back office looks like when you're making sales, and some of the things that I did for getting these items seen by more people. Because I'll show you the impressions I got for the month, and also show you how I use eBay promoted listings to make additional sales. Now, in the past, in the last almost year, well, for the last year, because I started in January, right? But I got more serious around June. I didn't use promoted listings until January. So I went through the whole holiday, Christmas season, making significant sales without even using the eBay option for promoted listings. And I started doing that in January. And my wife and I also started doing more auctions, because I rarely did auctions until January as well. In January, I started listing a few more things on auctions. Currently, I think I have about 25 items. I think I had about 50 at the beginning of January, to see if we could get rid of some of the items that were just sitting there, even if we listed it for about the same price that we got it. Some items sold for the price that we bought it. Many of the items sold for more than what we purchased it for, but lower than what we had asked originally. We also did some other things, basically sell on Facebook groups as well, a Facebook Marketplace. We set up at a flea market 2 days this month, which was the first time we did that, with some good results. Last year, we actually had done a garage sale, and we sold a really good amount at a garage sale at our house, more than actually that what you could make on what we had made on eBay on some of the months. So, and that was for selling on Friday and Saturday, the yard sales. We did that 2 weekends. And if you want to learn a bit more about that, just let me know. I'm also going to be putting that information on my website, which is the same name as this channel, Renegade Thrifter. Guys, thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you on my next video. Don't forget to subscribe. See you next time.